Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review of Earth Prime #1, Batwoman. So this is a very interesting limited series. We have 6 issues, and each one of the issues is going to deal with one of the CW shows, which was not what I was expecting when I went into this book. But mainly because I'm not caught up on all the shows. I haven't been watching everything. So it's going to be really interesting how this kind of happens in between seasons. But how much of this stuff is really canon? Will any of this stuff be addressed in the shows at all? But in the comics, they have the flexibility, and this this Batwoman issue is a perfect example of the flexibility that comics can bring to a story like the CW shows. So let's take a look at the creative team. We'll talk a little bit more about the story and take a look at some art. So this book is written by Natalie Abrams and Kelly Larson, with art by Clayton Henry, colors by Marcelo Maiolo, and letters by Tom Napolitano. This issue is called Flesh and Mud. So ever since the tech that created Batman rogues hit the streets, Ryan Wilder, that's our Batwoman, has been running herself ragged, trying to contain the new villains popping up around the city of Gotham. But when Clayface Mud binds itself to a local high schooler, Batwoman will need help from an unexpected source to contain this muddy foe. Also, follow how Luke Fox balances his life as a superhero and boyfriend. So yeah, we know that Luke Fox now in the show, and I guess spoilers if you're not watching the show, Luke Fox has become Batwing. So let's start with taking a look at some of the art here. I'm not familiar with Clayton Henry, but I have read books with Maiolo on colors, so I will tell you this: I love Maiolo's colors right off the bat, and I really appreciate the art here from Henry. I love the layout. If you can see this vine at the top of the page, keep an eye on that because it will come. Like it's a really neat device that you can add into comics. And then, like I mentioned, you could do here things that you would not be able to do in the TV medium for cheap, right? You can have Clayface as your villain. Main thing from there. So I know Ivy's a big part of the show now. I think as of the end of the previous season or in the latest stuff, which is why this vine is kind of important. So as I talked about, an unexpected source, and here we have Lucius Fox. I really love Batwoman's car, like because of the. It's interesting because in the show they have to have like a normal car because it's just like a regular. You can't really have like a full-on Batmobile, like in the movies because it's a CW show and they have a specific budget. But in the comics, you can make it look a little cooler, right? And try to explain like some of the things that you wouldn't normally be able to see on the TV. So I'm really, really digging like the addition of some stuff here to the mythos of Batwoman. We have a really cool fight with Clayface and an encounter. But as I mentioned, this is a student that has been taken captive, so Batwoman can't really go all out. And then we have flashbacks to Here Comes the Vines again. As I told you, like kind of keep an eye on that because that's all the stuff that's probably the most important to the TV show, because it really fills in between the panels, no pun intended, to what's going on in the show. The rest of it's just a fun story that could have happened or is happening in between seasons. So yeah, this was really interesting. I'm actually looking forward to the other issues because we have a Superman and Lois issue, which I'm actually current on that series. We have Legends of Tomorrow, Flash, all that stuff that's on the CW. So yeah, very interesting. And I believe the last one's a crossover between everyone. If I'm not mistaken, let me know down in the comments if you agree with that. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Just really, really cool to see those characters from the TV and the comics, which is kind of weird because for the longest time we've just been wanting the characters from the comics in the TV and movies. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you with a look at some of the covers for this issue. We have a real life photo cover which has Batwoman's newest suit, and then we have the original cover for the comic. So as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned because we have more comic review, trailer reactions, TV recaps, movie reviews. We just dropped our More Reviews review, so go check that out. We have a non-spoiler part and then a spoiler part of it. but the video will tell you when we're going into spoilers. Also, a big discussion on Moon Knight from our live show. You can check that out, and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.